get up, get up, get up.
What's up, everybody? Some more bonus content coming here from the Mets Stuff Podcast. Mark and I are here with Darren, otherwise known as UKMetsNYC. First off, Darren, welcome to the States. Welcome to New York.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So this has been a trip I've had planned for years now, probably 3-4 years, but because of COVID and everything that happened over the last few years, had to put the holiday on the back burner. I've always wanted to come to Citi Field, wanted to come to New York my whole life pretty much. Absolutely crazy passionate about the Mets. Just went all in, started watching these guys on YouTube and podcasts and stuff, and just got fully into the team. Went crazy, started buying all the jerseys, getting them shipped over, buying all the merchandise, MLB subscription, staying up watching games 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just absolutely loving it. Like no sleep the next day, rolling into work, 8 o'clock. But when the Mets have won, you're just buzzing, so you love it. But just so hyped to be here. It's like these guys have just been amazing. Everyone's been so gracious and friendly, and got to try a pastrami sandwich earlier for the first time, which was unbelievable. Come to Citi Field for the best sandwiches. And thank you so much for everything. It's just been, I'm talking so much because I'm hyped. I just love it. But thank you.
There you go.
I mean, I feel like the biggest question that everyone probably wants to know is how does someone from the UK even get started with the Mets? Like, you guys don't really play baseball over there, so how did your fandom even start?
Yeah, it was really because of lockdown and COVID and stuff, started working from home. And I was like, I've always followed American sports. I've kind of always watched a bit of NFL, a bit of NBA, Knicks, Giants. Sorry if anyone's a Jets fan. Or Brooklyn Nets fan. But so I've always kind of watched like different American sports, and then I was like, I'm just going to give baseball a go. I'm just going to give it a try. I'm not going to watch the Yankees because it's boring, predictable. Everyone wears a Yankees hat overseas because it's fashion, like not because they're a baseball fan. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to watch the team like who I probably represent more, sort of just like, family friendly, just the sort of like Newcastle, where I'm from, like an underdog, not seen as like the Man Uniteds, the Man Cities, like in the Premier League where I'm from, seen as that corporate team. So I just thought I'm going to start watching the Met games and then start watching these guys on YouTube and following all that content. Absolute scenes, unbelievable. Just got hooked, just got sucked in. And even though like the season was a bit unreal for the first half, and then they crashed after the All-Star break last year, and the Braves went on to win everything, still loved it. And this season's just been amazing. And then the trip's just been incredible. It's day one, so I'm here till Monday night, and I'm back tomorrow, and I'll be back Sunday. And then I'll probably be back again in October because we're going to the postseason. Yes!
Yeah, baby. So this is your first time in Citi Field?
Yes.
Can you?
First time in America.
First time in America. That's great. Can you walk us through just the moments of entering the stadium and how you felt?
It was just like walking into a film set. Like, is this real? Like, is this actually like a real stadium? Like, but I wasn't even walking into the stadium. I was coming off the train. So coming off the train and like seeing all the Met fans, and I was just videoing everyone. People were probably thinking, who's this weird guy? Like filming me just like walking off. And then like when I just like you just get goosebumps, and then you just can see the home run apple and the Seaver statue, and I was just walking around like, can you take my picture? I was asking like, can you take my picture? I haven't brought a selfie stick, but I'm going to look like a tourist too much, popping a selfie stick out like that with the Seaver statue behind me. But yeah, it was just amazing. Then getting into the stadium and just seeing the escalators going up to heaven. Like, everyone was just going up there, and then just went straight into the team store, thinking I'm going to spend all my money. I have nothing left for the rest of the trip. I got the foam finger. Got to get a foam finger, 100%. I'll probably be going back and get more stuff tomorrow. It's just incredible. It's overwhelming. It's almost like, like you've wanted to be here for so long, and then you're here and it just doesn't feel real. And normally just see these guys like on my phone watching on YouTube, so it's like pinch them, are they real? But yeah, no, it's cool, incredible. Yeah.
Who would you say is your favorite Mets player? I'm interested to see what reach the players have over in England.
Don't really need to say it. Well, let's just turn it around. Can you say that? Lindor, baby. Have you seen that? So, the thing is, I love so many of the players. Like, Alonso is a beast. I don't know, Lindor's just like electric. Like, and even last season when people were like on his case and, you know, he's had that huge contract and so much pressure on him, I was just still like pushing, supporting him, just saying, no, he's going to be good. Like, just get off his case, he'll be good. And this season he's being a beast. I love Marty. Like, even when before he came to the team, I was like, that guy's just got swagger. He's jacked. Like, he's just an animal. DeGrom, Lindor, stuff, Alonso, like I say, big me Pete. Let's go. But yeah, I just love so many of them, so many of the players. But probably Lindor's the best.
You have any other big plans for your first weekend in New York?
So, everyone was like at work, what are you going to do in New York? Are you going to go to the Empire State, the Rockefeller? You're going to go Statue of Liberty? And I'm going to see the Mets. Like, that was like priority one, even though I've never been to New York, and most people would be, you know, getting the sights and what they're going to do. Now it's just like get the Met games in, so that's the focus. And then I'll be doing some of the sights and stuff tomorrow and Sunday, fitting what I can in. But I'm back here tomorrow night, so yeah.
What would you say the reach is for how baseball is doing over in the UK? I mean, we've had the London game, obviously, between the Yankees and the Red Sox, and COVID ended up screwing up the game in 2020. But how would you feel that baseball is growing over in, the UK?
Huge. So there's a pub in London, which is Home Run House. Have you heard of it? So it's got batting cages in the pub. So it's kind of pushed and run a little bit, like, even though the enemy, like some Phillies guys who are UK Philly fans, and they put on organised events. So like UK MLB meets, hashtag MLB UK meet, which is a movement. It's becoming a movement. It's also organised by a guy who's Astros UK. There's a few of them. Phillies UK, Marlins UK. Peter Pratt, shout out to Peter Pratt, he's a legend. Absolute scenes. David Shaw, I'll give him a shout out. He's a Phillies fan, but okay, absolute scenes, David. But we have like banter backwards and forwards, but he's a good guy, really. But yeah, they're trying to do like monthly meetups. They've had a few already. So it's in like Stratford in London, the pub. And they try to like do all the little like American foods, but it's not as good probably. But we had the home run like derby thing, which was just like a few weeks ago. Home run derby X. I didn't get to go to that, but that was on. But yeah, it's grown huge. Like, you only have to go on to MLB UK and see how many followers there is, and then there's like and UK Mets online. Subscribe, UK Mets online. There's an actual UK Mets online legends. They come over. My friend Tonya was here. Like at which game was she at? She was just here a few weeks ago. She was here a few weeks ago, and they've got like UK flags with Mets logo and stuff on them, and they bring them over as well. So it's getting big in that sort of circle. But I think it'll get even bigger once like the games start coming over again. Hopefully, I think like next year and onwards, and hopefully more meetups. We're trying to get like more meetups, not just in London, but Manchester, Newcastle, Liverpool, different cities around the UK. So yeah. Oh, and there's also a legend, LA Angels UK guy, who's a legend as well. So there you go.
Sorry to interrupt with my expletives during a Padres scoring play, but it's really just cool to hear about like the passion that you and a lot of the people in UK have for the game, because speaking for Mark and I know that like a lot of what we have for baseball came from like generations, like our dads, our family, childhood, coming to the stadium as like young kids, and you kind of get born and bred into it. But seeing this like proliferation of baseball in a different country, and like, let alone for you, just like being introduced to it and getting so engulfed in it so quickly is such an amazing thing just to hear. It's like to talk about. You're only here for a couple games. What is something you absolutely want to see before you leave Citi Field?
A home run. A Mets home run. Do I want to see that apple go up and get a Mets home run, 100%, and a win? Even if we don't, well, what was it from? So even if, it's not looking good at the moment, but just a win, one game, would be nice to see in a Mets home run. And I just know when I go home, I'm just going to want to come straight back. It'll be like, get the money saved back up to come straight back in October for when we're in that postseason, all the way to the World Series. It's happening. It's happening. Believe. You've got to believe.
You got to believe. Yes, sir.
So I think this would be a good last question. Baseball is obviously trying to grow. And as someone who did relatively get into the game recently, it'd be interesting to pick your brain. What do you think is something that baseball can do to get more fans like you, maybe across seas or even in the United States, to fall in love with the game? Because, I mean, let's be honest, someone from the UK becoming a Mets fan, just liking baseball in general, the odds are against you there. It's not something that you see often. So what do you think is the best way to kind of grab people's attentions?
I think it comes from you guys, to be honest, because I didn't start watching the team to get into the team. I started watching you guys and your passion and enthusiasm, and like you, both of you, Wardy, shout out to Wardy, big dude. Just how passionate you were, and I just thought this is something I've got to get into. So it was that drew me in first, and then started getting more and more interested, and then obviously watching the games, and then just falling in love with the games, and then I've got to tune into the post game with you guys and Wardy, and then you get like excited to stay up to watch that. And obviously for the UK, we're up till crazy o'clock in the morning because we're 5 hours difference. So, and some of the guys who watch West Coast teams are like up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and they do that like because baseball's such a long haul. It's not like just the Premier League where it's every Saturday or every Sunday. It's like there's a game every day or whatever every day. So you literally like you're investing in it so much, and it's not like our city or like where we're from. So we're giving it like 110%, just crazy passionate about it. But yeah, love it, absolutely love it. So happy to be here. Mets for the win all the way, and thank you so much for everything as well. You guys are legends.
Shout them out.
You guys heard it here first. We're legends, but the real legend that we're shouting out today, Darren, UKMetsNYC. Really happy to have you here. Really just happy to hear your passion, just the fact that we're spreading this Mets fandom out all across the globe. It's really amazing to hear, especially the fact that we're a part of that. It's pretty unbelievable. But, hey, thank you to you guys. Thank you to Darren. We'll see you next time on the Mets Stuff Podcast.
Get up, get up, get up.